is a Ben Frank Connection presentation.
Holy Hannah, 13 of y'all in here already. Thank you so much. Welcome to another episode of the Hangout with ABJ. We are here for some AEW Dynamite. The phone is dinging. I forgot to mute it. Make sure you guys go and support other people if you can at some point tonight. Jump into the Tantalizing Tony chat. He's close to 10K subscribers, just hit 9,000 today. Make sure you go over and get a thumbs up to his page and tell him ABJ sent you, as well as our buddy Dylan over at Last Week in Wrestling. Our buddy Devin, go check him out as well. Devin the Tribal Chief. Everyone's live. Everyone's making great content. Go show love to everyone. Real quick, what's with all the logos? That's all the AEW shows that I could possibly be hanging out with. That's what that's up all. See them all back there? That's kind of cool. I like it. Leave me alone. Speaking of logos, we got some new ones that just dropped today. If you're excited for Dynamite, new Dynamite logo out right now. Thank you to Witchcraft by Lily. Also, if you're into the Mania season, we got some new Mania merch coming. 316 day is coming, but I don't do 316. I do 570 and I do 666. Maybe a one coming next month as well under the same kind of idea. So be ready for that. And then you got your King of Your 570 t-shirts already available, but now it's available in the signature ABJ gold. So there it is there. And now you're like, ABJ, you have AEW, you have Impact, TNA, you have WWE. Where's your New Japan merchandise? Where's your New Japan spoof? Well, ask no more, because it's available right now on the merch page. Made by yours truly, ABJ, showing a little bit of love to where I went to school, Monterey area, Pennsylvania, home of the Golden Bears, and your voice of the Indies, Anthony Blackwell Jr., New Japan spoof. Worked real hard on that. I think it came out fantastic. There is one thing on it that I hate, and I'm looking at it right now, and I'm not going back to change it. So you can enjoy that little imperfection. I'm still new at making logos. Enjoy that. But that's pretty much all I got promotion. Actually, no, it's not all I got promotion-wise. Out right now, a lot of people are like, Tony, I like supporting you, but I'm not into wrestling. I'm not into that stuff. So why am I live again on Opinion City Podcast YouTube page? I keep fucking doing that. I'm really sorry, Opinion City. I deleted it. All right. I don't know if it's going to let it go live. We'll see how it goes. I lost like half my viewers because everybody was watching on their Twitter. Go support Opinion City. I don't know why I was live. Our Twitters are right next to each other. They don't have photos, and it fucks with me. But anyway, if you want to go check out, people like, you do a lot of wrestling. I'm not into wrestling. If you did some more stuff, I would support more. Well, ask and you shall receive, because our first episode of Not Cool in High School is out, and it's my first ever, as a content creator, first ever time ever doing a solo episode in 6 years. I've never done it. It's never been done, but it's going to come more often. But there is the brand new Blink-182 One More Time review. Full disclosure, it took 2 takes. If you were there for the first take, you saw the most raw shit ever of me almost crying and pretty much crying. It was very, very hard to talk about a lot of that stuff, but it is what it is. But also our brand new thumbnail. So this was the thumbnail going into tonight. Very excited about that. We have all the champions represented, not the tag team champions because we don't have tag team champions, but now we had to update it. This is the new one because that new logo for the new season of AEW drops tonight. So that's pretty exciting. This Thursday, tomorrow at 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock, I forget what time I have it set. I have to go double check. I think it's 7 o'clock. Tim Mingle will be the first live podcast. I hope you guys come in, hang out, join. And then on Sunday, you can come watch us, me and Brian on the Tornado Tag podcast, do the history of Bruiser and Crusher. Lots of really good feedback recently for Tornado Tag. A lot of people are really into it. People are enjoying the Sputnik Monroe episode, said it was done very well. Thank you. Brian kills it. He's amazing. If you want to learn history of wrestling and learn all that old school stuff, We try to be that beacon for you to do so. Trying to think what else we got going on. I don't want to go too far ahead into the week of things coming, but there's a lot coming. The rest of the month is completely booked out. I actually was in contact with another content creator, which is really exciting because they don't do wrestling content. They don't do anything like that. But I'm really excited to reach out. And then I'm doing an episode that won't be live, that'll be aired and then probably released Mania week unless I get a job and I can't go to, or I don't get a job by then and I go out for Mania weekend. But yeah, rumors are on the internet that Okada might appear tonight. Interesting. We'll see. I think that's all I got. I think that's pretty much all I have. Huge thank you to the SWA GM Axel for hooking me up with his TBS so we can keep doing these streams because we are 2 subscribers away from 930. So we're climbing slowly, but we're getting there. And we're at 2,927 public watch hours out of 3,000. So after tonight, maybe and tomorrow, tomorrow streams, if more people come and people hang out and we have all these people watching, especially on the YouTube side. Right now, we have 6. There's 3 people watching over on Twitter, 1 on Twitch. But if everyone kind of jumps over to the YouTube side, hits that subscribe button, and it gives me some watch hours while they hang out and watch anyway, tonight and tomorrow could be the launching point to get us monetized on YouTube, which is super, super, super exciting. And then all we got to do is hit 4K. And if we hit 4K watch hours and 1K subscribers, then if ads get played on the channel, I will get a little bit of a cutback from YouTube for the ads, which is super, super exciting. And I'm very pumped about it. So we're getting there. We're growing. It's been a long time coming. That's all I got. But AEW tonight, I don't know the card. I didn't look at anything because I wasn't expecting to go live until very, very last second. So let's go over on the Twitter machine and I'll see if I can find a card for tonight so we can talk about some of the matches. We were out just also too. We were out when it came to the watch alongs for a little bit because I don't have live TV, but people came through for me and helped me out a little bit, which I'm very, very thankful for. Essentially, a lot of this content is making it, and it's at the help of others. I will be 100% straight up honest with you because your boy has 0 money, and is really, really going through it. But yeah, so really huge thank you to everyone who's been supporting. We do have a card. Interesting take on the cards now. They're kind of going with that old school card look. I'll upload it right now. Not everyone on the poster anymore for the cards are kind of going with just the headliners get their photo and the rest of them are just written in, which I kind of like. I like that old school wrestling poster vibe. But main event will be Kyle Fletcher, the ROH TV champion. I don't think it's for the title, taking on Will Ospreay. I think if the title was on the line, it would say it in the middle, like it's going to down below. Chris Statlander will take on Riho. So a former TNT champion will be taking on a former world champion right here. That's a pretty big matchup. The FTW championship will be on the line between Hook and Brian Cage. Huge announcements from the EVPs, Matthew and Nicholas Jackson. And we'll hear from Darby Allin and Swerve Strickland, all live tonight in Georgia. Pumped. What are you guys looking forward to? Is there like, I mean, obviously main event, it's gonna be the first time we're getting Will Ospreay as an AEW superstar on Wednesday on performing on a Dynamite, so that's kind of exciting. So yeah, let us know what you're pumped about for tonight's show. If you want to join the show, I like to put the link out. The only requirements to join the show is you must have a webcam and a somewhat decent mic. If you sound terrible or there's a huge echo, we got to remove you because people are trying to watch this. In the chat, oh God, we might have to listen to the Young Bucks and Darby. There you go. Ospreay versus Kyle is going to be insane. Agreed. We'll see. So far, Ospreay on the card to wrestle. Tony Khan saying at the press conference he may knock him off of it because of he's a little banged up after that last match at the pay-per-view with Takeshita. He has a huge gash welt bump on his butt cheek and his hip from taking a brain buster on the turnbuckle, but he hit his hip and his back. It looked nasty. But yeah, so there's the link if you want to join the stream and come hang out. I think that only sends to Facebook It doesn't send it to Twitch. So if you're on Twitter and you want to come and join the stream, you're going to have to go get that link from either YouTube or one of the other platforms because it doesn't pop in there. What else we got? Donations, merch, all things ABJ. If you want to get that merchandise, is in the links below or this link right here. And if you want to join our Discord, we are closing in on 100 members. Please, please, please go check out that Discord and go show that love and support. Also, actually, if let's put this. Let me ask before I go do it. Raz, do you want me to share your Discord link out and let people know what's going on your side, or do you want to keep that low key? I don't want to put anything out until you give me permission. Raz also doing a post show, I believe, tonight. So make sure immediately after this one, you go hang out and support Raz there tonight. Jesus, my mouse is acting like shit tonight. Oh, we're getting Swerve off the bat. Once again, Raz, if you are here, let me know if you're cool with that promotion. I won't put it out if you don't want me to. Over a live stream. Swerve Strickland super close to winning the AEW championship. Unfortunately, Hangman Adam Page took the fall and got choked out by Joe. You know what sucks for a merchandise idea? I might steal it. I'm not gonna lie. An In Your House spoof, but it'd be whose house? Swerve's house, but it's like the In Your House logo. I think that'd be sick. It'd be a really cool spoof, but I doubt AEW would do it because it's an old WWE property. But how sick would that logo be? I just love spoofs. I'm into logo spoofs. All right, let's hear what Swerve has to say. In Your House was an old pay-per-view that was done by WWE. If it wasn't one of the major pay-per-views, it was like In Your House, Bad Blood, In Your House, Over the Top, or something like that. But it was when they first did it, the set of the entrance ramp looked like a house, and you came out like the front door. It was really cool looking, but it had a really cool logo. Lily, if you want to work on it, go for it. You can have at it. What is going on Twitch right now? 7 people over on Twitch watching. That not Twitch, on Twitter. That's fucking crazy. That never happens. I don't know if there's a chat on Twitter too, that like if you're on there, people will interact with it. It's pretty wild. That doesn't happen very often.
I signed it right there on the dotted line. You remember that? Remember that? Vividly.
Unfortunately, I don't think we're done with Swerve and Hangman Page. I think that story's going to continue. And I think that's going to buffer Swerve before going to the championship for a while. I think that's where we're going to get more Swerve and Hangman, and it's going to keep him away from the world title for a little bit, because I think there's more story they're going to tell with Joe and Wardlow and the and a returning MJF probably later in this year. But they are turning him babyface here. There we go. Yo, Twitter people, come over to the ABJ side on YouTube. YouTube is the just Anthony Blackwell Jr. or ABJ podcast. You can't find it. You can't miss it. 11 people over on YouTube now. Thank you guys so much. Double digits are good to see. 20 total. That's crazy. I can't believe how many people watch it on Twitter. That doesn't happen. 2 people on Twitch. That doesn't happen either. Oh, break the cardinal rule. He gave him the microphone. Interviewers you're never supposed to lose your microphone. That's the rule. But he did ask, which is a good thing. He's like, can I? He didn't just take it.
Just a little different. You know, I go to all these arenas, every city, every arena. I'm seeing y'all sing. I'm seeing y'all chant my name. I'm seeing y'all doing the dance and all that. But something about Revolution and Greensboro, North Carolina, Sunday felt very different. People truly were rooting for me for the first time.
Bitch, didn't you feel that in London?
State of Washington, just to be in the presence of Swerve, winning and becoming the AEW World Champion and making history. And for that, I will not let you down.
Good stuff. Swerve is good on the mic. I mean, he always has been.
Samoa Joe. Joe, whether you're still holding that world championship or not, I'm coming for you.
He is. He is insanely over, but like if you look back on the MJF run, he was insanely over, but he didn't get the title right away. He had to go through Jericho's and all those other storylines before he was given the title. Like people were like, yo, MJF is insanely over, but nobody clamored for him to get the title that quick like they are Swerve right now, which is different. But I really see the parallels between Swerve's run to the top and MJF's run to the top, and they're doing everything in the middle right now, and they're slowly building and becoming world championship contenders. But it's unfortunate because there's other stories that are out there. Lily, if you want to do NXT and WF versions, go for it. I think they'd be, because they still use the in your house for both, but I think the logo has changed. But the old WWF one is my favorite. And in your house. Devin, the tribal chief, make sure if he's live, go over to his channel over on Twitch or YouTube and give him some love. Thank you, Devin, for stopping through. If you're not streaming tonight, Devin, I have a box that you can come into. Come in my box, Devin. Jesus Christ. On that note, we'll be right back. Where the fuck is the button? And we're back. All right. Joe has the mic.
Sure are talking funny. Making a lot of promises to these good people that you will never keep. In fact, I've come out here to give us a little reality check, maybe adjust our perception. Because here we are in Swerve's house. But unfortunately, your house exists in my world.
I love Joe. Joe is such a believable champion, man. And I hate when people are like, "Oh, he's kind of chubby." Joe, he looks like someone who will kill you. Like that. I don't know. I love Joe. I love his voice. His voice is so good. I don't know why he wasn't the voice of Sweet Tooth. I didn't hear Will Arnett's version of Sweet Tooth, so I can't judge it.
On the line tonight. We want to wait till the night. How about we do this shit right now?
Uh-oh. Here they come. I like that beginning thing. That wasn't there before, was it? The static thing? Yeah, the NXT, they do have very similar NXT 2.0 colors. I don't mind the color splash though. The color splash NXT didn't bother me. It was just they changed the entire vibe of the country. Oh, the country, the country. What is it? Trump? No, the entire vibe of the company. Look at those glasses. This guy's smart.
There's you two. Samoa Joe, you are indeed big and bad, but let's get real. The only reason you're the AEW World Champion right now is because we let it happen. Swerve. Everybody. 6 months from now, no one's gonna give a damn.
What time you going live, brother? We'll send some people over with those thumbs up. There you go. That should be a hat. Instead of a red hat, it should be an orange hat. It says the only orange guy I like is Orange Cassidy. The only man allowed to be orange is Orange Cassidy. Make pro wrestling again. Well, he has a black eye. Remember we said during the pay-per-view, unless he got hit in the eye, his eye looks swollen.
How many times have you had to do that, Adam Cole? How many times have you missed opportunities and you failed, and you got the AEW opportunity after opportunity? Matter of fact, I'm really taking to your new role as manager of this whole thing. And it's really amusing me. The whole Dr. Claw from Inspector Gadget looking for all is really funny to me. If you need new clients, I got Britt Baker's second phone number in my pocket right here. You think you're real cute, don't you, Swerve? You think you're a real tough guy? All right, well, how about this? How about next week, the greatest ROH World Tag Team Champions of all time, Mike Bennett, Matt Taven, against you, Swerve, and you, Samoa Joe? Why wait till next week when I'm here, you're bringing this down? Let's make it. Of course, that's what you were going to say, but here's the deal. You don't make the rules around here. We do. The match is happening next week. No ifs, ands, or buts. Pardon me, sir. Here's the but. I just heard from Tony Khan. The match is on.
Everyone says, when's Tony Khan going to be an on segment of character? He doesn't need to be, because like Tony Khan just announced from the back, you're wrestling. Like, he's a part of the show. Like, he's not like Jack. There's no Jack Tunney of AEW. Like, he's Vince, but he's not on camera doing anything. But he's clearly on like a personal. He's like the personality of the authority role. But yes, I agree, Ryan Vox. This segment was fantastic. I think Adam Cole may have learned something from Britt Baker, and that's when you're injured. If you're talented enough on the microphone, you should probably be still showing up in your wheelchair and talking on a microphone, because that's what launched Britt Baker to another stratosphere. Instead of disappearing, coming back, disappearing, she found that niche of just kind of sticking around when she's hurt. Unfortunately, she's not doing that right now, but that's what made her so popular, because she didn't have that opportunity to be injured and disappear at that time. Because if Britt Baker would have disappeared at that time and didn't stay on a microphone in a wheelchair, we don't know Britt Baker like we know Britt Baker now, because that was her time to really shine and get herself over as a personality. And just her bloodbath with Thunder Rosa, like, it's good stuff. But I like the fact that Adam Cole was injured, was away. Then we missed him for a while, and then the walk away into a teammate dropkick. I like it. But then the return, and then gets hurt again, unfortunately, and then he has to go back to the drawing board. But I like this time he didn't just disappear right away again. He's sticking around. He's doing the wheelchair bit, which I think is good. 9:15 Eastern. Are you guys streaming? Are you talking Dynamite? What's the plan? What are you streaming about? You playing Destiny? Because I might be doing a video game stream later on tonight. I don't know yet though. I just started playing Assassin's Creed Mirage, and I'm enjoying it. And I just finally got through all of the annoying beginning parts of the game. So I think tonight's stream will be more or less like actually exploring the game and doing all that fun stuff. So I might play some Assassin's Creed following the AEW post Dynamite show by Raz.
Panera's mac and cheese, babe. Tomato soup and a bread bowl, babe. All your favorites, always at Panera. So grab a chocolate chip. We know it's a babe too. Only at $1 delivery fee on our app. 1 in 3 pet parents has used their pet's name as their password. But delicious Caesar canine cuisine is a better way to show love.
What if my type 2 diabetes takes over? What if all I do isn't enough? What if I can do diabetes differently? Now you can with Let's Make the Nut Jar. So Jar helps your body regulate blood sugar.
Gotta jump over and give some thumbs up real quick. Sorry, I'm not reading the chat. I was checking something. Love the new ramp and entrance of Dynamite. I wondered if they're revamping Collision and Rampage too. It might be. It might be. And Dynamite didn't actually have like its own logo at some point. It was just the AEW logo, and then it just kind of said Dynamite in font, where like Rampage has the cool Rampage font, Collision has its own thing, like that old Nitro look, and now Dynamite has its own identity, which I think is good. So I don't think Rampage and Collision need a revamp of logos. I just think maybe how they're doing the hard color splashes for Collision, I mean Dynamite, now they can just do like more fire or something for Rampage or whatever it may be. But yeah, I definitely think I definitely like the new logo for Rampage. Just jumping over to our boy real quick, Dylan, giving him that thumbs up, and then mute. Taven's gear is really fucking cool. I like it a lot. Swerve's so talented. So good. Just doing some Destiny 2 along with AEW watch along. That's cool. I like that. I like that bit. I really do. I wish I had multiple screens so I can do the same thing. Honestly, I would love to be playing a video game and then just talk wrestling. It'd be hard to do both, I'm gonna be honest. But I like that. I like that bit. Jesus. AEW is doing the trope a lot now, though, of like two rivals. They got to be a team for a couple of weeks, and then we got to see tag teams of them because, like, they can work together, but will they trust each other? And like, they got to mix that up a little bit. I think it's being too many rewash of that. No offense. No, I'm not throwing one shot at one company or another, but that shit is the reason why I identify more with AEW because WWE did it too much. I'm sick of watching WWE put two guys are going to fight each other, so they have to be in 6-mans and 4-mans and tag teams and handicaps, and they got to be with each other but not be with each other. And Joe just chokes his ass out. But anyway, I want something different, and that's why I go to AEW. And if AEW, if that's AEW's continuing bit, I don't like it. But the story here, which is actually really good, is Swerve essentially was showing off his abilities and his strengths and his athleticism to Joe on the outside while he single-handedly pretty much beat a tag team. And now Wardlow came out, and Joe is doing that to Swerve to Wardlow. So it's kind of a cool parallel there. I'm not sure if everyone picked up on that, but it's a cool bit. I like it. It was a good opening good segment and opening good match. AEW World Championship on Big Business. Yikes. Yikes. Dude, a part of me wants to think new world champion. Like if you're doing 2 returns and then he keeps talking about this is going to change professional wrestling, does Joe drop the title and they rush this storyline? Because if that's the bit, Joe wins Wardlow wins the title, Adam Cole wheels down, give me my title, do the right thing, or not, like, you know what I mean? Does MJF also possibly return in Boston? Do we get an MJF, not a match, but just him confronting if Wardlow wins the championship, Adam Cole's demanding it? Here's the thing. He's saying this night of wrestling will change the course of AEW. It will be talked about in wrestling forever. This is what he said. And Sasha Banks isn't just that. Okada isn't just that. But a returning MJF alongside this storyline and a new champion gone on the same night, that's now we're starting to, like, you're change your world title, 2 appearances, a return. I don't know. I don't know.
Which kind of made me feel I had a little bit of a connection to you. But I never really respected you, Book, until you told me this past Sunday Revolution. And after I was in the ring with you, I realized that maybe you are the real deal.
Jericho needs to attach himself to another talent. Insert hook. Because Kenny got hurt. Self-serving booking. I don't like it. It's becoming too apparent for Jericho for me now. It's like, you're good enough to stand on your own, Jericho. You've been doing it your whole career. You don't got to be in stables and tag teams every single month. I understand he's getting up there in age and he wants to work with as many people as he can. And he wants to be involved with as many people as he can. So he can say, I've worked with all these people. And I get that. That's super dope. But it's too on the nose right now. It's too on the nose. Yeah, I'm actually pretty low-key excited for this Godzilla King Kong movie. No, I don't want to make a Who's House logo. I don't want to steal someone's bit, Lily. I was going to make an ABJ In Your House podcast logo. Sorry if that wasn't clear. I don't think they rushed it. I think they're rushing to get if anything, they're rushing to get this storyline done so a Swerve can be a world champion by the end of the year. But if Joe, as long as Joe is still your champion, they don't do the Wardlow, Adam Cole, MJF bit. And that's the story. Like, Joe's a really good champion and he's showing he's still strong. But the story is you have to make, because let's be real here. Samoa Joe is a great champion. He came in, he showed he's one of the toughest guys in the locker room. But Joe's up there in age. And if you need to build a new Joe, you have a young Wardlow. This helps Wardlow elevate himself as a tough guy. It starts the Adam Cole, give me the title, or hold on to that title for me until I get healthy. Then that opens the door for an MJF to return. And I don't think it's a rush, because I think the longer Joe has it, the more time we have till that next storyline happens. Kenny got hurt and Sammy got suspended again, which I don't know how much. I don't know how much the Sammy thing is true or not, but what I heard is he essentially got suspended because Jeff Hardy got hurt. And if that's the case, that's bananas to me. That said such a negative look on your roster to suspend a guy for doing a move and it going wrong. Was there more to it, or am I wrong? Was there something backstage after the injury? Was there beef? Was there something? Unless there's more, fill in the blanks for me. But because if he just got hurt, because when Jeff puts his knees up, he spinned Sammy into his face. That wasn't on Sammy. Like, Sammy didn't say, like, I'm going to do this moonsault and knee Jeff Hardy in the face and get suspended for it. Like, if that's why he's suspended, I think that's insane. And I don't necessarily believe it's a real suspension.
It's great to be here in Duluth, Georgia. Tonight, we have a huge announcement. We have two huge announcements. The first announcement is, sorry to give you this. How about we make those two huge announcements live in the ring tonight? Now, let's get back to the action.
That bit looked like they were making fun of Tony at that. A little bit, I'm gonna say. I think they were taking shots at Tony. Do I think it's legit heat? Maybe not, but I think that was definitely like a, hey, I have an announcement later on tonight on Dynamite. Like that's definitely a Tony Khan cadence. Yo, is that dude rocking a crop top in the second row? Good for him. I wish I had that kind of body confidence. I love that. Might be a controversial take. I don't mind crop tops on a dude because it's a double win, right? It's either first off, insane body confidence to do it either way, and if you have sick abs or a nice stomach, it's a win. It's a fucking win. It's an absolute win. And if you're confident enough as a fucking chubby daddy to fucking bust out the belly, you know what I'm saying? Fucking do that shit, King. And I think it's a double win. Brian Cage wearing a cape. All right, geeks and nerds. Who is he emulating right now? It's definitely a superhero. I just don't know who. Where's Andy Header when you need him? Bryce Remsburg has a little bit of a black eye too. I don't know if you noticed that. Oh, yikes. You can get a case of Woo Energy sent to your house, everybody. That's exciting. That's super exciting. How the fuck is there that many people watching on Twitter right now, on X? That can't be. That's got to be a glitch. It's Wolverine coloring, but it's definitely not Wolverine gear. Like the underwear on the outside and then the cape. Like why is there a cape? The cape is not Wolverine. Like I know his whole bit is Wolverine and the butt has Wolverine and stuff, but I don't think that gear was Wolverine inspired gear. He might have it on his Instagram. Let's see if he posted his gear on Instagram before he hit the thing. No, I'm sure maybe he'll talk about it after the match. I know. Well, that's his logo. The Wolverine is his logo because Wolverine's his favorite. But the entire gear theme itself is not Wolverine. It is some superhero because it has the wristbands, it has the underwear on the out. It's like an old school, I would say, golden era superhero, and then that cape with the collar. But it still has elements of Brian Cage. Like maybe I would say the side pants are like the thorns, but I don't know. But it's definitely not Wolverine gear. I can almost guarantee it's not Wolverine gear. And if it is, I don't know what era Wolverine's going for. Because I had never seen glittery gold blue Wolverine ever. Wolverine didn't come off as a glitter guy to me. How did All right, pitcher and pitcher. P and P. Oh, they're in the front row beating each other up. You thought PMP was popcorn and pickles? It might be. Could be whatever you want it to be. I wonder if those Opinion City boys are live tonight. Are they live? I didn't even notice that. If they are, I'm a terrible friend.
Should we sell the car and get something bigger?
It doesn't show if they're live.
Bro, what if it's spoils? What if it's good?
Are you freaking out?
I'm gonna go take a peep at it. No, they're not live.
What? Wi-Fi? Wi-Fi works all over the house, even the basement. The basement. So party like Shannon Barnes. Dreams do come true. Xfinity gives you reliable.
Oh, they are recording though. They're recording content as we speak. In the StreamYard, I can see they're live in the StreamYard. Like they're live in a room right now, recording some stuff.
Choice Hotel is the family brand for the hotel for any traveler you want to be. Like #1 chef deck, cooking up a free hot breakfast for the entire family in a comfort hotel.
Mommy.
I added the garnish. Stay twice and get a free night when you book direct.
So we might not have the boys tonight. It might be ABJ solo. I sent the links out. No one bit, but might be rocking it solo tonight, which is fine. What's trending?
Destiny calls for you to take the next step. What is it you're hoping?
Oh, that was a silly trend. They're making a new line of these WCW figures, and they look really fucking cool. They kind of have like a cool vibe to them. I'm a fan of it. All right, now we got a lot of. I wasn't watching picture in picture, but we're back. But then now there's a whole bunch of weaponry in the ring. There's guardrails and garbage cans and kendo sticks. I think a microphone. Yep. They needed to insert weapons into the match, so Hulk had to use a weapon to take down the big Brian Cage. Or if not, I mean he's eating him with clotheslines. Brian Cage is fucking selfless. Oh, I don't give a shit. That hurt. That sucked. Yikes. 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 Wasn't fully hit, but it still did its job. Let's check our chat, see if anyone. Got you. That's why Andy Hedder's the pop culture fucking icon. So Andy Hedder says the gear is inspired by King from Tekken, which also would make sense with the claws because it's like a tiger claw. There it is. Yeah, it's 100% King from Tekken. Good for him. This is why Andy Hedder comes through. Oh, it's 100% King from Tekken. Yeah, I just pulled up the. Where's that? No, that's not what I wanted. You could look it up. I'm having some issues, but I mean, even down to the tribal on the pant, that's where it's all from King from Tekken. No, it's blue. It's blue and gold. And he choked out Brian Cage. Here it comes. Here comes Jericho to save Hook because he loves him now. I love you, Hook. I think they're two Monster Factory guys. Not Monster Factory, Nightmare Factory guys. Run away. Where's everybody doing? Where's everybody at? What's going on in the chat? You know what I think's happening? I think we're all supporting each other, which is awesome. But I think certain channels are muted and certain channels aren't. I think majority of the people watching me have me on mute.
Let's talk about these new vacated AEW World Tag Team Championships. Are you guys going to be entering the tournament?
I know used to are here, but I think a lot of the other ones are not, which is fine. I'm glad everyone's getting support.
Guess what? Friday night on Rampage. You guys got your first match. You want to bring them in, boys? It's time to win the big one. Let's count it out for real and do it. Yeah, real this time. All right, 3, 2, 1. Win the big one. Win.
So, guys.
All right.
Nasty Leroy, what's going on, Nasty? Yo, the two guys that came out to jump hook, they're both are they both QT guys? Everyone's father, Christian, coming down to the ring. Fucking Nick Wayne's mom's getting merch. Why is Killswitch limping already? Can y'all hear me? Right? Like my mic doesn't sound like shit or anything, right? I'm not too high. I might be too high. I don't know. Daddy Magic coming out with fucking taped up ribs, jeans, wrist tape. The only thing he's missing by Street Fight Rules, didn't tuck his boots in and he's not wearing a belt buckle. So this is just normal attire, I think. This is
This guy by surprise. So, Christian, you know the deal. He is not kill switch.
heard something coming up the stairs. And I was like, no chance. And it wasn't. It was the dog. He rarely comes upstairs unless it's bedtime. Update on Kitty Watch. We made some calls to some local SPCAs to see if anyone brought a cat in from our town. There was nothing on that front, but they did take our numbers down. So if anyone brings in that style cat to the SPCA from our town, we will get notified, which is good. But it has rained pretty much every day since he's been gone. So if there's the opportunity of him trying to find his way home, it might not be the case because it's raining. So he's probably just taking shelters. My mind state is, but hopefully, he still finds a scent or finds his way back, even though it's been raining for 3 days. But we'll see. Still have hope that Ziggy comes home.
We're just having some fun right now.
Someone do me a test if you have it. Go check it out. Go check me out on Twitter and see if you type in the chat on Twitter when it's live. If it pops up for me to see. Because if there's that many people watching over there, I don't know if they're trying to talk or type to me and I'm not seeing it. I'm actually, I could do it too. Test. Yeah, it does. It pops up. Test I can see. There it is. I'll see what you did there. All right, so that's good to know. At least if they want to type, they can do so. Interesting. Good stuff. Good stuff.
This kid has got the world at his feet. He doesn't understand what I'm doing. There's nothing Big Man can't do. Big Boy, I mean, you may have been busted open there by Daniel Garcia. No, now it's of course, Cage goes to the ring now, brings mother with him.
Brings mother with him. Bugging out. I keep looking over my live number, like the total, and it just keeps climbing, but it's all on Twitter. Oh, someone said something earlier. King, I'm sorry. Adam Copeland's back, and I think he overshot the table on kill switch. No, it looked like it broke in the middle. Adam Copeland is back. Throw it through a table. You won't. There it is. Adam Copeland has returned. Who do you see will become the AEW champion between this year and next year? I think we're going to get Wardlow as a champion. I think we could see MJF as a champion again. And I think we can see a possible Swerve as a champion and a possible Ospreay as a champion. The title out the window. So good. Such a good touch. I always wanted to know the reason why Cody left AEW. Well, if you go by what the I Quit match in Toronto. Hold on. Hold on. I'm trying to look it up real quick. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? It was California. Never mind. I was gonna say it was the Rock Mankind I Quit match in Toronto. It wasn't. Goldberg versus Sid Vicious was in Toronto in an I Quit match. Who else is in? Orlando. Oh, that's all Impact. I'm looking at the history of I Quit match just to see if any big ones were in Toronto, and that was it for WCW. That was it for no I Quit matches for WWE, no I Quit matches for Total Non-Stop, Ring of Honor, nothing in Toronto, Lucha Underground, no, ECW, no, and AEW Jacksonville, Florida. So there it is, I Quit match. Bucks up next when we come back from commercial. Popeye going hard on the fish. Yeah, I know it's in their home country. I thought maybe like there might have been history of another I Quit match there. You know what I mean? Like maybe if it was like a big deal for Toronto. Because I thought for a second, maybe Mankind and Austin was in Toronto, but it wasn't. It was in California. I'm sorry, it was not in Toronto. It was in California. Yeah. Cold Snap's a good beer. I like that one. It's a good. I can see who's this guy? I can see this being the end of it though. I can see Edge or Adam Copeland winning the title here. Have I ever had the Broken Skull log? I had both the lager and the IPA, and I think they just changed the can of the lager. I think it's a lager, but they just changed the look of the can. It has a different can now. It's good, but the problem is it's from Texas, and what it cost to get in Pennsylvania, at least, and probably even New York, the cost of a can or a 4-pack, only because it has the Stone Cold name, it kind of puts a lot more value on it. And I don't think it's worth the money for a 4-pack of lagers and an IPA. Like, just for an IPA alone, it's a little too much money for a can of beer. It's not horrible, but it's not my favorite either. I definitely like the lager more than I like the IPA. The IPA kind of has like an orange peel taste. But yes, I've had both of them. So the IPA got a new can. Oh, no. They have a new beer. So there's the Broken Skull Lager, there's the Broken Skull IPA, and then they just came out with the Broken Skull 316 IPA, and it's a black can that says 316 on it. But a 4-pack is $25. A 4-pack is $25.49 US, and that's not going to be your shipping. A 24-pack is $140. That's crazy. I can't order it to Pennsylvania though, which is kind of cool. I don't think I could pay that much, and shipping costs. Oh, let's check it out. Let's see how much it would cost with shipping. Oh, a 4-pack of beer with $30 shipping, $55.48. I don't like you that much, Stone Cold. I'm sorry. Yeah, you had three IPAs, the regular IPAs? I mean, they are big cans. So the bigger can ones, it is like drinking two beers to one because it's a man can. So essentially, if you drank 3, you drank a 6-pack, and if you had the IPA, that is a 6.7 ABV. So that's not a light drinker. And the lager is 4.8, which is like typical for. Actually, it's lower than most lagers. Like a Miller Lite's a 5.5, and it's lower than that. But the other Broken Skull IPA is a 7.2, the new beer. Can I watch with you? Would you watch it on TV? In my Discord is a link to Raz. Go check out his Discord if you need that. All right, let's hear what the EVPs have to say. There's no fucking chance there's 20 people that are watching for an hour and 16 minutes on Twitter. I just refuse to believe that. And if you are, that's incredible. Thank you. Type, say hi. Because it's hard to believe that many people are watching right now. That's not very nice. They did.
You even have your sons who happen to be 6'8", 305 pounds, and be our asses, and you guys cheated.
They did cheat. They 100% cheated. They had help. It was a 4-on-2 at one point.
Who is entering themselves in it? We'll get those tag titles back now. Okay. On to today's agenda. We've got 2 items to discuss. 2 huge announcements. First, the first item is a little bit of housekeeping. And this is really tough, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, now that we're out here. Because it pertains to 2 of our dear friends. When we are EVPs there, we take these jobs serious. And we got to make the tough decisions. So in effort to show no favoritism, no bias in the back of the locker room, forced here. You put your hands on 2 AEW officials at the pay-per-view on Sunday, and you cross the line. God, this I forgot to say it.
He gets a raise.
So unfortunately, we have to suspend you indefinitely from the elite. The elite. The next one, I don't know how to say this one. Oh my God. Okay. Can you hear me?
Are they disbanding the elite?
It's like you disappear on the face of the earth or something. You have any of your dates for no good reason too. Illness. So, as far as your association goes with the elite, Ken, you're fired. Listen, we're sorry, we love you guys. And I also apologize if you have to find that out on live television, because I know that you did. But listen, live the group chat, we're free all weekend, I think. Maybe we're not. But anyway, we're actually really excited about this one. And I know that you're going to love this one too.
Confusing. We'll see how it plays out. Yeah, Nasty. Give me a little bit here. I'll bring you in for a segment. We'll bring you in for a few minutes, but I don't know if we'll be for an entire show. I usually leave the entire show joins for like if you have like a full setup, kind of like we do, because like it's easier for everyone to control their mic volumes and have camera quality and everything. But I could definitely bring you in for a segment. I'll put the link is in the chat, so check that link out. But I will bring you in for a segment here in a moment.
Let's take this conversation offline. Okay, we can talk like shit, but yes, let's go to the frequencies on national television. You can see that coming. You're not really seeing this. It's never. It's the rule of Brian Danielson. He did not show respect for his team. Let's be honest.
Here he is. Okada has arrived before big business. So, are we still thinking it's just Mercedes Moné is the big deal on that show? Oh, Okada is all elite. Okada is elite. Okada has joined the elite. Wow. There you have it. It's official. Tell me you're booking Okada versus Kenny Omega for All Elite like you're booking Okada versus Kenny Omega for All Elite. The return of Kenny Omega goes to take out the newest member of the Elite, Okada. Wow, heel Okada. I'm not a Japanese guy, but has Okada ever been heel? Is this the first time he's ever been heel? Well, let's bring in our guest of tonight. We'll bring him in for a segment for our AEW Hangout with ABJ. It's time to get nasty for everybody. Let's bring in Nasty Leroy.
What's going on?
What's going on, my guy?
I just wanted to see if you let me in, and I'm glad I'm in here. So
yeah. So did you see what happened?
I just seen.
Okada is in the Elite. They have fired Hangman. They have fired Kenny, and now they have just hired Okada to be a member of the Elite. What do you think of this?
I like it. It's something new. It's something different. I like that it's business Okada. I should have known when he came out in this suit. But I didn't really know.
That is a good tell. He came out in a suit like the Bucks. But if I'm not mistaken, like I said, I don't know a lot about Japanese wrestling, but Okada's never been heel, correct? He was kind of like Cena, like the opportunity of him being heel was never going to happen.
He the only time he was here was recently at Noah when the guy shot on him. He was shooting on him and he turned heel because after that they had to turn him heel. But yeah, He's never been a heel. He's never been a bad guy. You know, a lot of people like to say he's like their John Cena, but I think is
this on the level of a Hogan turning heel?
Yeah, this is like a Hogan as if John Cena ever turned heel type stuff. You know, I don't use it, but yeah, this is a big deal.
Yeah, so not only did they sign him to the multi-year contract, but they turned the Japanese golden babyface heel in front of the entire world.
He's more like I would say ability wise more like a Randy. You know, he could turn it on whenever he wants to, but like yeah, he's their guy. He's their I'm gonna use an older reference. He's their Ricky the Dragon Steamboat Japan. He never turned heel until now. So
Gotcha. So what's been
So,
new with you? What have you been up to?
well, I got back from the gym and getting a workout in. Tomorrow I'll be going to Collision.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I got the maybe like a week or so ago or a few days ago. The okay that I got the clearance to come back there and stuff. I don't think I'm doing anything match wise, but I just got the clearance to go back there and like be in the backstage area and stuff like
That's
that.
sick. Good for you, man. Go rub some elbows.
You know, so I gotta gotta talk to some people. You know, one I
Yeah,
gotta
is that your former coach getting you some backstage access?
actually QT did not get me actually back there actually.
Really?
Somebody else that I know back there. His name is Kevin Matthews.
Gotcha.
He got me
Well,
back
listen, tell them if they ever need a media guy. ABJ he's a big AEW fan. Just don't tell him I ripped half their logos off. But ABJ loves them in some AEW. So if they need a media person, nasty, put your boy's name out there. Tell him how much you love ABJ.
I got you. I got you.
So big matchup for Statlander here. She's going to take on the former world champion in Riho as a former TNT champion herself. Statlander changing her gear color up, going black and white with some black face paint.
I like the black and white. Yeah, so I'm over here. I'm watching it on my computer on my other tab actually. So
Hunter Iggy says, "Do you think Tony Khan will use him right or use him wrong?" Well, I think bringing him in and turning him heel first night is a big deal. That's a huge move. So here's a question: you got Chris Statlander and you got Willow Nightingale, and everyone's saying the turn's coming. We were all thinking the turn will happen at the pre-show of the pay-per-view. Did not happen. If anything, they looked even stronger as a team. Who do you think a turn is coming? And if it does, who do you think is the one turning?
I don't think a turn's coming. I think they're putting them up as a tag team because I think they might have a tag team division. To be honest,
You think women's tag team championships are coming soon?
Yeah, I think so.
There was an interesting post. Who was it by? Was it by Willow herself?
Uh-huh.
It was not. Let me make sure if the post is correct. And actually, it might have been a post on the Jack Pacific like it was a story. It wasn't on their main thing, but it was like in their story. And it was I believe it was Willow and Sky Blue at the Jack's Pacific building, which if they're at Jack's Pacific, maybe getting scanned.
Yeah, for a video game or
well, if it's Jack's Pacific, they're getting scanned for figures.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Which would be sick.
Like, I'm not gonna put it past Willow to be a heel, but I think that it's going to be I think it's a tag team division. Like I can see them being in a tag team like tournament or whatever. I can see them
I think
being
either one of them being heel is a big deal. Like it's Jazzware, not Jax. I'm sorry, Jazzware. Thank you. Yeah. I always think Jack's Pacific. I don't know why. But Jazzware.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's always. I think I don't know. I would like to see a tag team division, but I wouldn't put it past Willow to be a heel. I probably would. I think she can be a good heel, just like she's a good baby face. Like,
Yeah. Well, I believe Axel was you the one who sent me the story when they posted on the story that they were both there. So it's not like we're revealing anything, but that seems like they are being scanned for figures, which would be amazing. Yeah, you just hope it's Chris and not Willow. Either way, I would be really excited to see either one of them pull off heel characters because they've been notoriously so universally loved and positive most of their career. Willow's being a little more babyface or not Willow. Chris is being more babyface than she was in the past. Before she was just kind of like that silent character where she was a babyface, but she didn't do babyface like energetic stuff. But
Yeah,
now
she
she's
didn't do that.
more, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She was kind of like weird. She just like the only thing she was like the boops. She would do boops
Yeah,
and
that's
stuff,
what
but she
she
wasn't
did.
like smiley, dancy, wavy to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I will 100%. Even if I have to sell stuff of my own, I will own a Willow figure.
That'd be cool. Long way little figure. Somebody asked me today, how did I know Willow? Because I was telling them that stuff was in town, and she was like, there's a guy and there's a girl. There was like, yeah, I love Willow Nightingale. She's one of my favorites and stuff. Like, I was like, oh yeah, they're in town today and stuff like that, and I'll be there tomorrow and stuff. She's like, oh yeah, we're going to see them tomorrow too at Collision and everything. And
Are they in it? Were you at Atlanta? They're going to Atlanta tomorrow?
well, they'll be at. I think this will be at the same place
That they're out right now?
Yeah,
Georgia?
yeah. They're outside of like.
So they're going to be there tonight. They're going to film AEW and Rampage, and then tomorrow they film Collision.
Collision and probably like Collision and Ring of Honor probably.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. They're gonna be at the what was it, Bell South Arena?
Yeah.
As called, and yeah, in a town called Duluth, Georgia. Duluth's like 30 minutes from me, 30 minutes outside of the city. I live only 10 minutes outside the city, so
Nice.
yeah.
Have you ever been backstage at AEW?
Yeah, I've been there before.
What's the environment backstage AEW like?
Like when I was there the last time, it was it's kind of like a chaotic calm situation. Everybody's cool, everybody's calm, but it's still chaotic because it's like I would say early it's just very calm. It's very everybody just walking around chilling, everybody just doing their thing, got their jobs, and then probably like I would say like around 5 o'clock is when it starts to get like people running around, people getting in gear, people doing all kinds of stuff, and like it's cool, but it's calm. Everybody's like cool and shit. So
Gotcha. That's what's up. Did you check this out? I don't know if you've seen earlier. I unveiled the new Dynamite logo, and then I made my own version of the New Japan.
I like that. The New Japan, the voice of the indies. I like that. That's cool shit.
Yeah, man. And then 316's coming up, so I had to do some 316 spoofs.
I like that.
We're ready for Mania.
I like that. That's fire.
And then this logo was available in white, but now it's available in gold.
That's cool. That's nice. I like that.
That old school boxing logo.
That's gold and stuff.
Yeah.
I want to see. The only thing I have issue with it, if I was ever to get Tony Khan's ear, I'd be like, listen, I need you to get the infantry on TV more. I need you to get them on Collision. I need you to get Iron Services on there. And I'm saying it not because I know them. I'm saying it because they're one of my favorite tag teams, and I need to see the Outrunners on TV more. That's what I think.
Are they QT guys?
The infantry, they QT guys. Yeah, they're Nightmare Factory.
Nice. I'd have to look. I don't think I've ever seen their matches. I definitely have to look into them.
Yeah, they got what I would tell Tony or whoever was running the production. I'm telling them to run their vignette because I got a vignette on their profile and stuff, and it shows all about them and stuff. So that's what I would do. I would run that vignette. So
Yeah. Anthony, do you think Okada just went for the money to join AEW and miss the opportunity? Miss opportunities? Well, I don't think when you sign a contract, I don't think everyone sees WWE as the only place they can get opportunities. I think a lot of talent think to themselves that they can make their own opportunities if need be. So yeah, I don't think it's a situation where it's like, well, I'll go get money, but I know I'm going to miss out on so many opportunities in WWE. I think Okada is big enough that he knows that he can probably do a lot more outside of, like, he could do more in wrestling. Like he joins AEW, he can still work in Japan. He can still go to Japan and do stuff there. He can work in Impact. He can go do indies. He can go to autograph signings. He can really get his name out there to the American audience and be to them, where WWE puts you behind a wall and you don't see your fans, you don't see that interaction, you kind of just in that WWE system. So I don't think it's a huge missed opportunity for him in either way. I think opportunities come down to you as a talent.
that's what I look at. I look at it like that as a talent. Back in the day, I would have just like I'm not going. Back in the day, I was like, "Oh, I'm not going to no derby because all they're gonna do is hold me down, and I don't get to do nothing like that." But now, a few years in, I see, like, I measure the stuff of, like, what system would I like? What system would I like? Would I like?
Oh, real
AEW?
quick, Chris Statler has picked up the chain. Will she use it? She's debating it. Oh, she dropped the chain. She didn't use the chain. She gets rolled up by Rio.
Teasing action.
So now they both turn down the chain from Statlander. Does Willow get the chain now? And God damn, that German suplex was crazy.
That's a nice one.
I don't understand. Riho looks like she's wearing a diaper.
Like,
I feel like the way her ring gear set up and her jean skirt and like her wrestling trunks underneath it and it being white, it looks like a diaper to me. I don't know. It looks silly.
Not a diaper.
It does.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying, though.
Yeah. Well, she just got the roll up win on Statlander.
Yeah, I seen it.
In the chat, they said, "Who's your favorite wrestler?"
My favorite wrestler?
Yeah.
Oh man. That's hard because I like a lot of people. All right, I'm gonna go by separate. I'm gonna go different category, different stuff that I like.
Yeah. Break it up by company. You could break it up by era, however you want to do it.
All right, so I'll break it up by what I like about them and by company, I guess. So, I like this is gonna sound like repetitive, but I like the people who I be in the ring with, who I can take me to the limit, or either I will respect something about them. I used to not like Adam Priest. I used to think he was a rat bastard. He was a bland rat bastard. But as getting to fight him, and I got to ride with him in the car to Chicago from Alabama. I don't live in Alabama, but it's right close to me. So I can see like he has some personality. I told him in the car, I was like, I see you have a little bit of personality. I don't know why you don't show it. I don't know why you don't show it.
It's Tony Cam. She's on, so I didn't want to interrupt you, but go ahead.
So I think he's really good. He's like Adam Priest. If you don't know, he's like Davey Boy. He's like I call him the Alabama Dynamite kid. That's what I call him. Like he's got the good moves. He's got the good suplexes like the Dynamite kid, but he's the Alabama version. A little bit of Owen Hart because he gets out his cookout invitation because he got a little seasoning in there. that we
So
brought out.
Mariah May gets a brand new T-shirt, which is essentially a Tony Storm T-shirt, but with Mariah May dressed as Tony, which is available now on AEW shop. And then also, she announced the first ever Big Nasty. Literally, hold on to your seat for this. This is a big deal. Never been done before. First ever, introduced by herself, the Queen, the Tony Awards.
Mm.
I have a new goal in life. I need to win a Tony Award. You know what I mean?
Tony Wood
Has a
definitely.
ring to it. I'm shocked no one else has ever created Tony Awards before.
I'm shocked too.
The Tonys. The Tonys is actually a great. You could say it's shorter. The Tonys. You won a Tony Award. I love it. I love it.
I love it too. I love it too.
Super original. Super original.
So I'll say, and then I'll say that I'll say somebody else that probably people know. I know this is like, I know it's the popular thing to hate on him, but I've been like them. So, I do
Cheeseburger.
no, we I'm gonna tag with him for one time. I told him that. All right,
There it is. You heard it here. Clip that.
Yeah,
Cheeseburger and Leroy tagging up.
One time only.
Unless you win titles, then you have to stick together.
Hopefully, I don't win a title with this rat. So,
no, you guys are gonna win. You have to travel the world as tag team champions. Nasty Burger. I imagine the shirts. Oh my god, the possibilities are endless. You guys are sitting on a gold mine.
Somebody book me is if the IWTV people book us as a tag team, I'm like, why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this?
You're getting the rub. You're getting the burger rub.
Not the burger rub. Anyway, not cheeseburger. But my other favorite wrestler is Cody Rhodes. I've always
kid.
liked
I think
Cody
he has a bright
Rhodes.
future. That Cody Rhodes kid.
Yeah, I've always liked Cody Rhodes from like, I would say I liked him a couple years ago. I would say it would be like when he was rolling with Damian Sandow. I started to like him.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, do you have anything coming up for yourself besides tomorrow that you want to plug or promote?
Oh yeah, I got a comedy set coming up on March the 11th. And I'm doing it at the Laugh Factory in Atlanta, Georgia, and inside the Vortex. So if anybody's in the area, come see me. Tell some jokes, tell some stories.
Are you gonna film it?
Yeah, last time I didn't get to film it because I didn't have no money to give the guy. But this time I'm gonna have them. I'm gonna give them money so they can film my set. So
yeah. All right. Well, listen, we're gonna bounce you out here for a bit. I'll see if anybody else wants to join in and get back to it. Right now, we're doing a Willow looks upset. We might have a Willow speak here.
Oh yeah, Willow was my favorite wrestlers too. So yeah. But yeah, thanks for having me on.
All right, no problem. Anytime, brother. Thank you for joining in.
Yes, sir.
We beat Sky and Julia. So Julia, I'm gonna fight you in the TBS championship. I'm gonna become the face of TBS. I just gotta get through Riho first.
Willow setting her path, setting her sights on the TBS championship. There she is. She's calling her shot and says she's going to be the one to dethrone Julia Hart. So does Willow stay babyface and maybe get some gold on her waist in North America? I mean, she has a North American championship. She has the New Japan Strong Women's Championship at one point in time. So that's exciting. Willow with the TBS title. Let's get that. Let's speak that into existence. Here comes Darby Allin. Darby's first solo appearance since losing Sting. Next week at Big Business, Darby Allin versus Jay White.
Next week against Switchblade Jay White at Big Business Live here on TBS. But my question for you is, what's it going to be like for Darby Allin with Sting?
What if he just goes, "Ah," like that video of the guy who cries? That's what I'd do. That'd be a funny bit. "Ah, Dad, I love you." Ah.
Sunday was main eventing one of AEW's best pay-per-views of all time in Sting's retirement match. They said I'd stop at nothing to make sure his career ended with the respect it deserved. And I felt like I did just that. But what's next for Darby Allin? Well, next week at Big Business, I got a match against Jay White. And then on March 27th, I'm flying to go climb Mount Everest. What's explaining for that? This is me just talking from the heart here. This is me talking from the heart. There's no guarantee that I'm going to come back alive from Mount Everest.
That's not a shoot. Like, people have died climbing that mountain. Here's the crazy. I'll wait till this promo is done.
I'm going to do what I always do. And that is go out and fight for my life. And that's for this tag championship. Everybody asks me, oh, why not just keep defending it and find a new partner? Well, let's get serious here, Tony. I can't replace the icon Sting. So, next team that wins this, congratulations.
You only have one, though. So someone's coming out at the moment. Jay White coming out. But here's the thing. To do the Mount Everest climb, like, you can't take risks. You can't be reckless. You can't be what he is in the ring, or it can cost you your life. I think that the character of him being reckless, but he's legit reckless sometimes in real life, doing crazy stunts. You can't play a lot of games on that mountain, man.
This cute little sob story about being homeless here in Atlanta. It's just that Darby was such an elusive and the chance to talk to you face to face again. So come out here and I just want to say you face to face. Congratulations on an amazing night. See you, Tony. Darby, you showed the world that you would do anything. You showed the world that you would sacrifice yourself to make sure that Sting would retire the champion. Let's give it up for old Sting.
Whoa, Stinger.
You were really risking all when you jumped up the top of that. You asked me, that was kind of stupid. You see, our esteemed ADPs, they moved out of the way. And then you, I like this bit, you went crashing down through that glass all by yourself. Poor old Sting all by himself to fight 2-on-1 against the Young Bucks. But luckily, old Sting prevailed. And he had that heartwarming send-off to his career that he just, so deserved. And Darby was there by his side to enjoy that. whatever it was. Talking about because it's all anybody is talking about with me. Between me and you in Atlanta, I don't really care. But, you know what I do care about now? That means that Sting is gone. You're all alone, and what is Darby Allin without Sting? I think Darby Allin is a little lost puppy. Nobody there to feed him treats. Nobody there to clean up after him. Nobody there to hold his leash. Now you have a match with Switchblade Jay White. The candidates of professional wrestling. And that's what I'm out here for, Darby, to tell you that this doesn't need to happen. We don't need to have this match. Just like you didn't have to jump from the top of that.
Here's the crazy thing. Do you put Darby over Jay White and send him away on his trip big in case something crazy happens or make him go out high? Or does he go out losing and go away for a while and Jay White is the guy you carry on with?
There's a lot worse things that can happen than just a couple of little scratches. So I have a bit right there, an idea of precious Darby right here in Atlanta. Instead of a match, why don't you come back and you can what the gang? You want to hear it, Atlanta? You want to hear it, Darby Scissorhands, baby. Come to the back and you can scissor up. What do you say? Are you done, Jay White? Are you done? Let's get this right. I'm going to get right to the point. You made it into the Tokyo Dome twice. You won championships all around the world, and then you came to AEW. And did what? Play with cardboard cutouts? I don't believe the hype. We're going to have this fight next week. And if you're as good as you think you are, you come alone. I'll see you at Big Business, baby.
There it is. Big business. Next week, AEW. We'll be here. Do we get a big business logo for the show? Who knows? I don't think anyone would buy a big business t-shirt, but we can have it on the bottom. We can have it sit there. A lot of storyline pushing tonight.
Princess of the Black Throne, Keeper of Secrets, and the TBS champion. On Friday on Rampage, I'll be issuing an open house for anyone who needs reminding of who the TBS champion is.
There's an open challenge for the TBS title next week, and Willow's already in a match. What if Willow doubles up? She wins early, then later on, Julia Hart's like, "Who wants it?" And Willow comes out after already winning, straps down, ready to fucking fight. Personally, I'm pro Jay, but Darby Allin definitely has a way of making you look like a bad train wreck you just can't take your eyes off of. Totally agree. Yeah, absolutely. And people just love a good face paint, you know? Want to get over with wrestling fans? Paint your face.
Dare to tell your story with Keratin Blonde by Schwarzkopf. Lighten your hair up to 9 levels and protect it from breakage with our bond enforcement system. Let your hair tell your story. Schwarzkopf Keratin Blonde. What story will you tell?
I am John Fiorentino, inventor of the moon.
Sorry, I have a lot of dumb emails. Just making sure I didn't get any. Hey, you have a job interview thing. That'd be cool. But no, not in there. I guess we could do this. So future content for the podcast. I kind of didn't do it all earlier because I felt like it was too much. But if you want to check out some new stuff coming, we have a bunch. So I have been doing some streams for Assassin's Creed Mirage. That's starting up. I don't know if I do that one yet. Fuck it. We'll do it. We'll do that one. We'll announce that. Let's have some fun here. Let's get crazy. All right. So Blink-182 one more time review. First ever Not Cool in High School podcast. Really, really exciting. The next Not Cool in High School podcast coming is going to be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle review. Super excited for that one. I fucking picked the wrong size graphic. That sucks. Let's try that again. Like I said, Assassin's Creed Mirage, we've been doing some hangouts with. I still have part 4 coming. We're going to start taking down some star leaders. So I'm next stream, my goal is to at least beat 2 gyms, 2 star leaders, and at least 1 legendary Pokemon. So that's going to be coming up very, very soon. House of Black's talking again. Hold on.
Between myself and the Briscoe brothers have left scars in our bodies that neither of us will forget. And on Saturday, at Collision, history repeats itself.
Mark, I just feel inside your chest. We want to make sure that it's surpassed by the physical that us, the merciful House of Black, will inflict upon you.
Just let us know if we need to dig 1 grave or 3.
Yikes. Here's my question. If Sky Blue is with Julia, why isn't Sky Blue in those promos?
You see what I'm saying? So let's do it. Collision. Street fight. Anything goes. I take you up by myself. I don't even need it.
I think it's about time that I man up and come help my friend of over 20 years. Plus, I freaking love you. I got your back.
Bring Jeff Jarrett up, baby. You hear me?
Whoa. Hear me out, bro. We about to go to war together, baby. We about to step on that battlefield together. It's an Atlanta street fight. So what better person to have on our side than a low-down, grimy bastard like Jeff Jarrett? You know what I mean? Hey, that's going fighting fire with fire. And besides, you don't got to trust him. Trust me.
There you go, Jeff Jarrett. Briscoe going to be doing a match with Jay Lethal. Main event. While the entrances are coming down, like I said, episode of Blink-182 just dropped. This Thursday will be Tim Mingle on the podcast live. We'll be live Saturday. We'll be hanging out Saturday at PPW, myself and BP. So come hang out. Sunday we'll be live with the history of Dick the Bruiser and Crusher, and then I'll be doing a one-on-one episode of ABJ podcast on Tuesday, doing a review of Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem. Then Thursday, we're back again with a live interview with the Brothers Gray. Then on Sunday, Tornado Tag, the history of Ole Anderson. Then followed up on a Tuesday, switching it up a little bit. The ABJ podcast, Gabriel Hodder will be on. And then I'll be joined with Courtney doing a horror episode of Terrifier. That Sunday, we end the month with history. We do the WrestleMania 1 review. And then on Tuesday, your boy will be going solo, getting evil on your asses with some Evil Dead Rise, Not Cool in High School horror. And then one of the best content creators you're going to see out there on TikTok, all over the place, Dante Elizabeth James on the podcast. Over 600,000 followers on TikTok. They are absolutely spectacular, insanely funny, and a great follow. And then also this month, an episode that will be recorded but aired later for you all to enjoy. I'm always wearing their merch. The Kryptonaut podcast. If you like spooky alien crypto stories with a lot of humor and some booze and some just cool dudes from the Northeast up in that upstate New York area, Mark Storos from the Kryptonaut podcast will be on talking all things spooky. Episode to be determined, but that's all being recorded this month on the ABJ podcast in the ABJ channel. Unfortunately, I did not get WWE 2K24, but Hunter, there's a donation tab below. You can throw a couple bucks towards ABJ and put it towards the 2020, the WWE 2K24 fund. I will take all donations, and I promise any donations that will go to the game so I can start streaming that for you guys, because your boy's broke and can't afford the game. But if you want ABJ to play it, throw a couple bucks my way or buy a t-shirt or something. How is AEW tonight so far? It's been fun. It's been a fun show. We're now kicking off the main event. Both competitors are in the ring. They're giving each other some hugs and some kisses, and we're ready to get this going. C. Henry just started watching after the Chris match. Yeah, it's been a fun show. A lot of storyline progressions, a lot of fun things going down. But yeah, let's get this main event going. Our first ever AE Dynamite 2.0. It's been a lot of fun. Two back-to-back matches for Will Ospreay working against his own faction, so that's pretty wild. I'm good. I'm still bummed. We're missing the cat still. I'll be honest, the Blink-182 episode was able for me to get a lot off my chest that I wasn't able to get off before, and conquer some barriers personally that I've kind of talked about here and there, but never on a level like that. So it was good. It was a baptism by fire, I guess you would say. It took 2 takes, but we got it done. But that Blink-182 episode is going to mean a lot to me for the rest of my podcasting career. It was my first ever episode going by myself, and it was also very good for me to get a lot of that off my chest and talk about an album that meant a lot to me at a time where I needed it the most. Yeah, but I appreciate that. Thank you for checking in. Who let the cat out? We're not sure. I do have an elderly grandmother who she's working. You know what I mean? She's trying her best. But sometimes she is forgetful. Sometimes she is not complacent. And I think when she went to go let the dog out, she might have let the dog and the cat out. I think I'm not blaming her. No one's angry at anybody. It does suck, but I think that's what happened there. Royal Crackers. Has anyone ever watched that show? Royal Crackers. Is that any good? Pitcher and pitcher. P&P. Pickles and pineapples. We are officially also out of oh, that is so fucking cool. So my buddy Harry has been doing a lot of like Twitch stream. Not Harry, my buddy Eddie has been doing a lot of Twitch streams as well as on YouTube. He is a very, very talented musician, but also he does a lot of cool stuff. He is live right now backstage at a Guar concert, showing like how he does guitar tech and does the backstage stuff for Guar and sets their levels and everything like that. That is a cool fucking idea for a stream. I think that's so fucking dope. It's like the life of a guitar tech, and he's backstage at Guar. That's so neat. Eddie Collins live on. Let me put up his Twitch channel because I think he's trying to grow more on Twitch than he is anywhere else. But this is a really cool. He actually. So here's a spoiler. He'll be coming on the podcast soon. But he obviously he's on tour right now, and he's going to be on the road for quite some time. But we're going to have him on coming talking about his channel. But everyone go follow that channel. And if you can, if you're on Twitch or you're on any of those platforms, just go give him a follow and just say, hey, following because I heard about you through ABJ, wanted to come give you some love. That would mean a lot to me and to him. He's trying to grow on that channel. Right now he only has 20 followers, but go show him some love. How do I on Twitch? Is there a way that I can like give him more views or whatever? I don't know. But go show him some love. Cool ass stream. I think that's a cool ass idea. Live backstage and being a guitar tech for a major touring network band. Like that's awesome. That's fucking. I love that kid. I love that guy to death. Eddie's a really, really good friend of mine. Eddie is also the uncle of Billy, who does all of our music for the podcast. So you can tell that family is insanely talented. And then their other cousin, nephew to Eddie, cousin to Billy, Harry, who is essentially a producer who does sound for a lot of major bands as well. He's a sound tech, but he also produces his own music for a lot of rappers and musicians in the area. So I'll be having him on as well. So we'll be having 3 different connections of that Collins family, which is pretty exciting. Yeah. And we'll probably have, if not 1 or 2 of the rappers that Harry produces music for on the podcast in the future as well. So a lot of cool stuff coming up. I'm really, really excited for it. But please, if you can, take a couple seconds out, head over to Eddie's channel and give him a follow. And I think you might get to hear a little bit of Guar too.
Respect for that friendship, that butcher is not going to target that lower back yet. What do you think about that, Taz? Would you have hesitated to go after that?
Isn't it cool? Like he's literally showing like, oh, bring the guitar back, put it in the right tuning, make sure it's set up to the PA system properly, play it, make sure it's good, hand it off to the band when they're on stage, and he's just side stage making sure all their instruments are good. That's a cool stream. No one's doing that. You know what I mean? Like no, and you're watching a legit touring act, like side stage, seeing how this guy does what he does. Like I don't know. It's a really, really cool idea for a stream. And I don't know. I'm proud of the guy. Then the guitar is super sick, completely see-through, translucent. He's a hardworking guy. And it's crazy, man, because he's probably one of the best guitar players you're ever going to see. He's so goddamn talented, but he just kind of helps support other people. Such a good guy. Such a good guy. Will Ospreay is an Assassin's Creed fan. He's just trying to tell you guys that ABJ's been playing Mirage. You should go follow him and go watch his Mirage streams. He needs to finish that tattoo though. Those wings need to get filled in. I don't think we're gonna get any more Tony, so I'm gonna turn off that program. Wow. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Mm. You know what's insane to think about right now? With Okada coming back and being heel, or Okada signing and being a heel, Okada Osprey in London? Because I don't think we're getting Kenny back before London, so I don't think we'll get Kenny Okada. But is that if Osprey doesn't walk out with the title in London, is Osprey Okada the match? Like, is that one of the big matches for London? And then you have Swerve Hangman again. I don't know. Because I honestly think, like, the more and more it keeps happening and the more they keep pushing it, I don't think Swerve is getting the title before All In. I think MJF comes back around or about that time. I think the Adam Cole Wardlow thing is all happening for a while. Like, I think he has to kind of sit back and get into another feud. And what better way to continue a feud and have decent matches and keep them relevant is that Hangman but Hangman just got suspended, so we don't know how long. I don't know what's happening. We'll figure it out. The rage continues. A lot of Athena on Rampage promos. Like, do they put Athena out there and not ROH? Which is good. I think they should have Athena on Rampage a little more, just to kind of show off that title a bit better. But there is no fucking chance that 33 people are watching on Twitter. I feel like they jump in for a second and it counts as a person and then it just stays there. There's no way it's 33 people watching over there. There's zero fucking chance. I know there's 6 on YouTube right now. We're losing people like crazy. Dropping like flies. Doop-a-doop-a-doop. 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 Yeah, it's 32 views. It's not 32 people. Yeah, that's what it is. Like I said, there's no way that's the thing. No one's over there right now. No, I'm not selling myself short, but there's no chance there's that many people currently watching without turning it off on that platform. It's just not a platform I don't think people stick around and watch long-term videos or live streams on. And I think it's one of those things where if someone pops in and leaves, it's a view, but it's not a one person is watching all the time thing. I think someone goes through, sees it, clicks on it, and then just pops in and out. And I think it counts and I don't know if I like that, because it's like, it's telling me I have 42 eyes on me right now, and I don't. I have probably 7. I have 6 people on YouTube and 1 person on Twitch. And that one person might be a bot. You know what I mean? I don't think there's that many people watching on that platform. I'm just trying to figure it out loud verbally with you guys, if that makes sense. No confusion at all, man. I don't get mad about that comparison at all. I love both those bands. I know they're wildly different, but I did. It's completely okay. I didn't take offense to it. It tells me 34, and then it goes back up to 35 when I join. If I leave, it goes back down to 34. Who knows? I don't know. It's saying there's 36 now. So if you joined and left and came back, now it's saying it's 36. I think it's a tactic to try to because sometimes people don't join streams unless they see a lot of people in there. Like if there's a streaming to one person, they don't care. But if it says it's streaming to 100, they're like, well, what's going on here that 100 people are watching? And they join in. Like people are more likely to support or like somebody that has higher numbers than they are lower because they seem like they're already established. So I think that's the YouTube the trick to try to keep, because every one of those platforms wants to keep people on those platforms, and that could be a trick to keep you watching on X. Is to be like, look how popular the stream is. It's kind of like on TikTok does it. So when you're live on TikTok, every time someone joins and leaves, it gives you a view, and it says if it's so say if only 2 people watch, but someone quick scrolled through you on the For You page, it gives you that click through. They're not actually watching, but they were there at one point in time, and it just keeps making that number look bigger. So it tricks people to be like, look how popular this stream is. We lost everybody on the YouTube side. Everyone dipped. Ooh, almost 3. Mariah May in action. Also, make sure you head over to this stream following our stream over on YouTube for Raz's post Dynamite show. Bryan Danielson versus Shane Taylor for Collision. The House of Black versus Jay Briscoe, Jay Lethal, and Jeff Jarrett in an Atlanta street fight. Would I ever do a review of Metallica? I would 100% do a review of Metallica. What Metallica album? I'll write it down. Oh my God. Here's my notes for Outbreak. When I said, welcome back to Outbreak Wrestling. I'm at ABJ, and I'm joined by a guy who is so good looking. His name has got to be BP, and also a guy who knows you, and he knows me, and his name is, and then Jeffrey Christian doesn't say Jeffrey Christian. He just says, everyone welcome to come together. And I was like, you blew it. You blew it, Jeffrey Christian. You're supposed to say me. You blew it. It's all over. Come together. And then BP, being an amazing guy, says right now, and I said right now, and he goes over me, I guess. And then that was the intro to the show. So Jeff Christian fucked it up, but we were still able to fix it because we did it with humor. But yeah, there's the notes for that. That was the only time I actually wrote, like, I have all the matches and stuff written down. That's kind of cool. I didn't know I still had this, but this is my notebook for commentary. Yeah. So tell me, Metallica, give me what's this? Oh wow, this is farewell. This is the last card of ever at Hamburg. I usually hand out my cards at the end of the shows, but I kept that one because it's the last ever Hamburg show. That's tornado tag ideas. Now here we go. What Metallica album do you want me to do? Will Ospreay 2-0 in AEW. Someone's coming out because they just sent all the cameramen up the ramp. The cameramen are focused on the ramp. Someone's coming out. The Black Album? All right. Sorry if I spoiled that for anybody. Will Ospreay versus Bryan Danielson. Probably, arguably, the two best in the world. When everyone says there's two best in professional wrestling, they say Danielson and they say Will Ospreay. Dynasty? Main event Dynasty? That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we're getting Dynasty. Ospreay versus Danielson. What a better dynasty in professional wrestling is an Ospreay and a Danielson, right? They're two dynasties, I guess you would say. They're both top of their game. That's how I'd book it. All right. That'll do it for AEW Dynamite with the brand new logo looking good. AEW Dynamite 2.0. Look good, sounds good. Everything about it's fun. It's colorful. That new logo merch is available right now. Go check that out. If you're ready for Mania season, go grab that. 316 is right around the corner, so get your ABJ 570 and ABJ 666 shirts. Now in gold, the king of the 570, Schuylkill County, Pennsylvania, ABJ podcast is up and ready to go. New merch out now, that new Japan spoof with the golden bear right there. But there it is, the voice of the Indies, ABJ podcast. Really proud how that one came out. Did that one myself, pat myself on the back over and over and over as much as I possibly can. Later on tonight, either we do an Assassin's Creed Mirage stream or we do some Pokemon. So I'll let you guys let me know in the Discord of which one we're going to do. But that'll probably happen around 12 tonight. I think I'm going to be up for a while. I've been having some trouble sleeping, so that's going to be what we're going to do. But hey, tomorrow night, if you're free and you want to hang out more with ABJ, I will be live tomorrow night with Tim Mingle at 7:00 for the ABJ podcast. So make sure you tune in live for that. If you're available in the area, we'll be at PPW Saturday. If not, we'll see you guys again live on Sunday with the history of the Bruiser and Crusher over on Tornado Tag. We'll see you guys next time on Hangout with ABJ. Oh, real quick, thank you once again for everyone joining in, everyone supporting other channels. Make sure you go subscribe to those channels we put in the boxes below. We'll see you at the Raz stream. That is in the links as well. In the comment section, go support Raz. His stream is coming up next. And yeah. Thank you to Big Nasty Leroy for stopping by. That's really cool. We had a little guest stop in. More guests will be coming. I will be live now thanks to SWAGM for his hookup for some of his programs. So we will be live again on Friday for SmackDown. And I might have a guest joining me on SmackDown, a independent wrestler going to stop by, introduce himself. We're going to talk a little bit. So look forward to that. So we do have a guest booked for the ABJ. There's Hangouts. We're getting guests on Hangouts. We're getting mini interviews on the Hangouts. So that's kind of cool to look at. Like, these Hangouts aren't just going to be throwaways. I might bring somebody in and do a little small interview that may lead to a bigger interview later on, almost like a small 5 questions. You never know. You never know what happens with these Hangouts. They're a lot of fun. We'll see you next time. We're out of here.
Thanks for watching this presentation. Like, share, and subscribe for more.